some higher scores in this conference. So you got the Elchonkos of 235. So you got the Kirkwall Raiders, Poor Allen 1-5, 147.21 up against the Kirkwall Cowboys 224.99. The Darlow Destroyers 235.67 up against the Bognor Regis Falcons 195.66. The Oval Winners 184.66 up against the Turbo Titans 164.07. Then you've got the Gothenburg Angels on 42.46 up against the Bonnerig Cowboys 182.37. Melbourne Supremacy, they're 215.24 up against the Royal Raiders 155.75. South London Rebels, you're now 6-0, 221.53 up against the Whitford Educators, you're 1-5, 182.80. So Aaron's now on a 3-game losing streak, is it?
3-game losing streak, is it? He's home now. That's him home from London. He's officially done in London. They're away travelling at the end of the month for 6 months, so he'll be doing a lot of lying on beaches, doing his team, I would imagine. So yeah, I expect him to come back in the second half of the season. I really do. But I mean, to see a 6-0 team in the top division, that's just crazy. So that's some going from the South London Rebels, to be 6-0 in the top division. And as you can see, they've already got a 2-game win streak on second place. So
Yeah.
I think it's safe to say that they're heading to the playoffs as well,
And his running backs aren't the best either, to be honest. He's got Henry, but he played Bigsby. He's got Dowdle, but he's got Allen on the bench, Benson on the bench, Algier 25 points. Then look at he's got IR, he's got Jonathan Brooks, Devin Singletary, Nico Collins, and Buka Nakua. That's not a bad IR. I would have any of them. That's a good IR bench, that one.
6-0, and he's got them on the IR. Yeah, I would say I would say that they're heading to the playoffs, but what would worry me more from this division is the fact that they've got all of those players on IR coming back and will probably be firing for the playoffs. So, yeah, big win, 6-0, can start to relax now. Whitworth Educators now 1-5. Got to start finding some wins. I mean, the 4-2 is second. There's a lot of 4-2s here, though, isn't there? What, down to
there's
fifth,
4,
and then sixth is
second to
3-3.
fifth, and you've got 3-3, 3-3, then it's 2-4s all the way down to 2-1-5s. Poor Allen in a 5-game win streak after winning the first week.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like him, is it? It's not like Allen to be going backwards. Gothenburg Angels as well. They were scoring very well last year all the way, but they're kind of slipping back now, 2-4.
But then
You've
one win,
got
you're up to
Graham
6.
there. Graham
Yeah,
finding a win and going 3-3 with his Bonnerig Cowboys. That's pushing him into the playoff spot. So he's going along okay. Aaron's still 3-3. Let's not forget, he's not out of it
oh
yet.
yeah.
He's Royal Raiders. I tell you what, he's got Devontae Adams 17. That is why he's a Raiders. That's why he thought he wants to support the Raiders, because he's got the Devontae Adams 17 Raiders top. So I don't know what he's going to do now, but he'll be gutted. He can join me with, because I've got the Adams Green Bay 17, so
Well,
uh,
obviously,
he can join me with the X teams.
Everett's sitting in 8th. He'll be quite happy getting Adams with Rodgers because he's got Adams, Evans, and Chase. That would be 3 wide
Will be,
receivers. Second highest
will be,
scoring
and he
team in the
needs it.
division, I think. Yeah.
He's got, but down at 2-4 there, he's going to need to start finding some wins pretty quickly. So he'll be
Well,
over the
he's
moon
been the
that
team of the
Adams
week
made
2
that
weeks
move.
in a row, but he's just obviously come up against one this week. But he's
Yeah,
scored 1,247 points. Ken, he's not really scaring too much. So what's his?
no, that's good
He lost.
scoring,
He
but
lost
it's
4. He had to play Ray McLeod this week. Ferguson.
two and
Who's that?
four. Needs to. I mean, far from dead. And as you say, he's been scoring a lot of points, but he needs to start winning games now. There's only so long you can score a lot of points, and still be happy with your team if you're not winning games. You got to start winning the games at some point.
Oh, well, so poor Allen this week's up against the South London Rebels. Kirkwall Raiders against South London Rebels. Darlow Destroyers 4-2 up against the Melbourne Supremacy 4-2. Kirkwall Cowboys, you won last week, 2-4 up against the Oval Winners. You also won last week, 4-2. Gothenburg Angels up against Aaron at 2-4 and 3-3. So Aaron could do with a win there. Bonnery Cowboys 3-3 up against the Whitford Educators 1-5. Bognor Regis Falcons 4-2 against the Turbo Titans 2-4. So this is one Everett will really want to win. to get them on one game back closer, so that could be a good one.
This is the type of game, though, Johnny, right? When you've been scoring a lot of points, but you've lost a lot of games, but you've been scoring a lot of points. You're up against a 4-2 team. The 4-2 team should be the favourites against a 2-4 team, obviously. But you've been scoring a lot of points. This is a game that they should be winning, that they could be winning, and it's a game that they must be winning. You're right. It's huge week for Everett. If Everett loses this week, I'm not convinced he can make it, even with the squad that he's got.
Yeah, so this year he's got 183, 154, 201, 272, 271, and 164. So yeah,
Yeah, so I mean, he had the
well,
three week
mainly two
streak of
2 games in a row. He had the
over
270, but
over
just pushed
200s,
it
and
up.
then he's fallen off the last couple of weeks with Adam being out and stuff, So
Yeah,
yeah, that's a massive game. Graham at 3-3 against Whitworth Educators 1-5. I mean, he could put one nail in the Whitworth Educators coffin, and push himself upward. So big game to win. There's another 2-4 against 4-2 with the Kirkwall Cowboys and Yeovil Winners.
yeah. Ross will be wanting that one.
You know, see if these 2-4 teams can beat the 4-2 teams. The winner of Melbourne Supremacy and that Darlow Destroyers, is getting away from a lot of teams, So those two teams will be cheering on the 2-4s very much
Definitely.
as well. But yeah, bring me down to the division, Johnny, because it is really tight, isn't it, up there?
Yeah,
Again, yeah. So South London Rebels obviously up against 1-5. When you're 1-5, and you're on a 5-game losing streak, that's not the team you want to be running into. But it's exactly the type of game where you see that Alan will win this week. I'm going to call it right now. That's my upset of the week. Alan and his what is it, Kirkwall Raiders? He is are going to
yeah.
beat the South London Rebels this week.
What's it? What's in that Coke? Right,
Yeah,
yeah,
just
obviously
Coca-Cola,
South
Johnny.
London
I'm looking
Devils could
forward.
only get slightly stronger because Adams will probably be playing with Rogers for the first time. Then you're going to have possibly Cooper Cup back on the field. So for the first time this year, you could have. Has he got a Cooper Cup on the bench too? Oh no, Tony doesn't have Adams. It's Everett's got Adams. But yeah, so
Everett's got Adams.
Tony will
No,
get
no.
Cooper Cup back this week, which will be a.
So you will, yeah, but still, it's.
So you're going for the
I
bottom against the
honestly,
top. David against
I'm
Goliath.
going. I'm picking Kirkwall to win.
Cool. We'll
That's
get
the
you in
type
for
of
that drug
game where it
test later
happens.
on.
That's the type of game that the O goes.